But most of the time, what they do is just export active simps. In recent years, we can see that modern Western women have been made by them in many parts of the world, including my country. This is a message left under one of my videos, and he is absolutely correct. Let me continue. What passport bros need to prepare for before they leave the country is not money and a passport, but their mindset. I beg you. This gentleman is 100% right about the mindset. I try to speak to multiple issues on my channel for guys to get ready to become passport bros, but this is one of them. Being able to travel to a lot of different countries is one thing, but our mindset in terms of manhood is what's enabling behavior we're seeing like this.
So y'all tell me what's so bad about me deciding to cook a home-cooked meal for my girl?
No, everything is bad about it. Yes, I'm saying, because it's our second day.
So what?
I expected you to take me to the Capitol Grill.
And we will go to the Capitol Grill.
When?
On another day. We went out last. Keep his
word. I have more. Richard, take me.
So you heard from the beginning, this is their second date. And I guess it's okay to cook for a date, I suppose, but you can already see that there's a main problem. There's a big problem, not just with her behavior, but with his behavior.
Out and do more for
I'm keeping my word.
No, you're not keeping your word.
You haven't even.
You're not.
You don't even know that yet.
No, listen. You see this?
I see it. It's amazing.
It looks amazing.
It looks amazing.
It looks black, brown, crusty, dusty.
It looks like you just want something to complain about to me.
It's not that I want something to complain about, but I expect you to stick by your word.
I am sticking by my word.
No, this is our second date.
Exactly. So how do you know?
And we're not going.
Has anyone identified his problem yet? Have you identified his issue with this situation? Hopefully you can get to that before we get to the end of this, but I want you to really think about his behavior, not hers.
How do you know that though?
Because I'm here. What do you mean? No. Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort of you cooking,
right.
But I wanted to go out with you. I want to have fun.
And we will, but I wanted to cook for you. I want to show you that. I want to show you versatility. It's easy for me to take you out.
This is too. No.
Yes, it's easy for me to take you out.
Okay, it's easy for
it takes a lot more thought to cook for somebody, right? That's all I'm saying.
I do not want this. You hear me? I don't want this. I expected more from you, and that's that. Like, come on.
So you wait until I cook up this meal just for you to decide that you don't.
I didn't even know you was coming.
I told you we were coming to my house. What did you think?
Thinking that we're going to the Capitol, the grill,
and like, we will go there eventually. But tonight you're at David's house eating my dinner.
So that means what? You do not keep your word, right?
I do keep my word.
You do not keep your word.
So we can go on with this video, but the problem is obvious. The problem is this gentleman is afraid of this young lady walking away, and he's appealing to the fact that if I say the right thing, I can get her to stay or I can get her to change her mind. His correct play here is to just say, I'm not afraid of you walking out of the door. It's time for you to leave. And he should have said that at 10 seconds. But if you have an way of thinking where you're deathly afraid of being by yourself or you are seeking approval, you will continue to enable this kind of behavior wherever you are, at home or overseas.
I didn't keep my word. If I didn't keep my word, how did I cook you?
If you don't have it, just say you don't have it.
I absolutely have it.
Actually tell me and have me expect maybe, okay, I don't have it, I'm gonna cook something cute for her. She might like it. No, but you have me come over here expecting we're going somewhere, and we're not actually going. I don't like that. I don't. I can have you do more for me than what you're doing to me. No.
Well, guess what? Guess what? You're with me right now, okay?
I'm with you right now.
Yes, we are on a date right now.
Exactly.
They didn't make the cut, and I did.
I'm with you right now.
They must have not did something right.
He continues to bargain, continuing to bargain. Why? Why are you bargaining? You cannot negotiate this. She should not still be there. She has to go home.
I didn't lie to you about anything.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You told me we was going to the Capitol Grill.
And we will go to the Capitol Grill, but I decided to cook for you this time.
I need you to stick by your word.
I do.
You're not.
I always stick by my word.
No, you're not. No, you are not.
You were just over here complaining. You haven't even had one bite of this food.
I don't want to have
You haven't even taken one bite out of it.
I expect expected the capital.
Wow.
I expected more.
You shouldn't
Come
be
on.
expecting stuff so early on.
You shouldn't be lying to me so early.
I didn't lie.
You shouldn't be lying to me so early.
I didn't lie about
Come on,
anything.
I'm here for a reason, right?
This is the second day.
I'm here for a reason, right? I'm here for a reason,
yeah,
right?
because you want to be
I
here.
expected to go to the Capitol, the grill. Okay, I want to
Wow.
go out. I want to stay in.
We heard second date yet again. This is the behavior on the second date that is not only available, you can see it, but he's tolerating it. Why? This is why men need to not be afraid of either monkhood or being able to simply not date. If you are not afraid of being alone, you don't put up with this.
Okay, you should have told me that. You should communicate.
I communicated
like
with
men
you.
too, like these y'all
Exactly.
don't communicate. Y'all want to say that y'all have so much, y'all don't. I can really have to pull up and take me where I need to go for
Well,
real.
why don't you go with them then?
Okay.
Why don't you go with them?
You're right.
Since they are so much better than me, then why don't you go with them?
Being better. It's
Yeah.
about them keeping the stack and you keeping the zero.
I
That's
kept
what
it. I kept
That's
it.
what
This is my house. I own this house.
Okay.
Okay.
You own this house?
Yes, I
You
own this house.
Congratulations.
Yes,
You own this house.
thank you. And
so
I decided
if you
to-
own a house, you can keep your word too.
I absolutely can.
Like you signed the lease, the mortgage, you can.
You
sign
are
it
ungrateful.
on the dot,
You
and
are
can keep your
ungrateful.
word. I'm not ungrateful.
You're ungrateful.
You are a liar.
You are ungrateful. I didn't
You're
lie.
false.
I ain't
You're
lie about
false.
nothing. You're ungrateful.
False. You're false. You probably is.
Forget it. Just
Okay.
you know what? Yeah, just forget it. Just give me my food back.
You.
Yeah, give me my food
Here.
back. I will cook
Here
it for
food.
another woman. That she'll be appreciative. Because you know what? You ain't the woman for me.
Right. I'm gonna have to think on that.
Yeah. You do that. You do that.
Okay.
So y'all tell.
And you see exactly why this kind of behavior is going to spread around the world. If American men are carrying this kind of appealing, that they'll accept this kind of behavior, then women around the world are going to adapt to that behavior, and they're going to get test boundaries, and it's becoming problems for other people. And it goes right back to the opening comment. This gentleman is saying that the simp behavior is being exported to his country. And that when women start noticing that men are more lenient and they allow poor behavior and allow women to act as they choose to, then you have issues that transcend the problems that those countries have had in the beginning. And some of the dislike of the passport bros is actually coming from people in the countries themselves, because American men in particular are carrying simp behaviors overseas, and it's affecting women overseas in their home countries. The making it rain culture and the baby I'm begging culture. This is not traditional culture for many men, and American men who are carrying that culture need to check themselves and prepare themselves for when they go overseas. Don't be afraid to walk away. It's not worth your dignity to put up with any kind of dishonorable actions like you saw in this video. If you're not afraid to walk away, you won't put up with this kind of behavior, home or abroad. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later, guys.